Hi guys, it's Natasha and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm bringing to you a couple of hacks that will hopefully make your life a little bit easier and a little bit cheaper as well. So yeah, if you want to see what they are, then just keep on watching. Alright, so one of the very first things is, I know I talk about this probably a lot, but it's of course coconut oil. So this right here cost me $20 off of Amazon. I will get you all a link for this right here as well, so you can go get you one this big. This right here is 1.5 liters of coconut oil. I've had this coconut oil for maybe like a year and a half, 2 years now or something. I've had it for a while. So, and I still have a lot of product left in here. So, yeah, this is what the inside of it looks like. Yeah, it kind of, depending on the temperature or whatever of like its surroundings, it kind of like melts some, then it becomes solid, and it's just like, yeah, it smells so good. Okay, so yeah, coconut oil can be used for a couple of different things. Well, not a couple, but a lot of different things. So it can be used as like makeup remover, so like for your eyes or whatever. So whenever you have on like lashes or you have on just eye makeup in general, if you don't want to necessarily go out and buy a makeup remover or eye makeup remover, you can always put you like a little bit of coconut oil on a cotton ball or a cotton pad or something, and you just wipe your eye gently, and then the eyelash and the eye makeup come off naturally. So that's one way of doing it. Like I said, coconut oil is great for your skin as well. It's very moisturizing. It's great for your hair. So pretty much there's no kind of like chemicals or anything that are bad for you with using coconut oil. So it's kind of like one of the safest routes to go. It's a great pre-poo as well. If you have watched any of my hair tutorials, then you'll see that I do like to I love to pre-poo with coconut oil. It's just great with detangling and helps with great moisture throughout the process of me washing or styling or doing my hair. So it's a great pre-poo. It's also a great lip balm as well. You can always take like a little bit of this and you can put it in like a little tube yourself, like a little like maybe like a little sample jar, I guess you could say. You can put your little bit of coconut oil in that, and you can put it in and drop it in your purse, and you can use it as your own, I guess, like homemade lip balm, I guess you could call it. You can also use it for cooking. I like to use this spray coconut oil versus using this one, because this one right here I use on my hair. So this one right here is for my hair, and then I have like a spray bottle. I add the spray coconut oil to the pan so that things don't stick. It also adds great flavor to my food as well. So that's another thing that you can use coconut oil for. It has a lot of great benefits. So yeah, just this $20 thing could really take you a long ways. I mean, even before you use it, like if you want to use this for your hair and for cooking, then I would suggest you scoop out a good bit for either like your hair and put that in a separate jar, or put in some type of container for your kitchen, and you know, so you can just keep the two separate so that hair and things like that don't get into your food. So yeah, like I said, this $20 jar of coconut oil can take you a very, very long way. So another hack of mine is olive oil. So olive oil is very diverse as well. It can be used for your hair. It is a great hot oil treatment. It is a great moisturizer, and it's also great for cooking. Instead of using like a vegetable oil or something like that, you can just use olive oil. It's healthier, and it's also more lightweight as well. So another thing that you should know, olive oil. Okay, so one thing that I use now is Vaseline. Like Vaseline really helps save your life. So pretty much like for those women who are kind of like on a very strict budget, or who can't make it to get their toes done, or whatever the case may be, or even if you just don't have enough money to get it done that often, maybe you can get it done monthly or every 2 months, I have a hack for you. So pretty much what it is like when you're in the shower, whatever, you know, it kind of helps your heels get a little bit softer. So while you're in the shower, you have like a little bit of soap or something like that on your heels. I would advise you can scrape off the excess skin, like you can all the excess skin off of your foot, off the heel of your foot, by using one of these. I don't know the name of it exactly, but I got this one right here from TJ Maxx, and I think it was like maybe $5 or $6. So pretty much what I do is whenever I'm in the shower and I am washing, and I'm you know, I've washed my feet and everything, I start to scrape the bottom, anywhere on your feet where you have like excess dry skin or whatever the case may be, cracking skin, any of that, like they do when you're getting a pedicure. They scrape off all of that extra dead skin. So you just use this in the exact same way. Wherever you need it scraped off, you use this and you scrape it off. So then after you get out of the shower, that is when you go in with some Vaseline. So as you can see, my Vaseline is pretty much gone because I use it just about every night. So pretty much what you would do to keep your feet nice and smooth after you've already scraped off all of the dead skin, what you would do is you would dry your feet off, and then you would put you like a nice little scoop of Vaseline on your hand, and then you would spread it onto your feet. Now you spread it all across, mainly the bottom and your heels and everything, but you also rub it across the entire foot. And then after you do that, you need to put socks on immediately. So once you do this and you put the socks on immediately, you can walk around perfectly fine. And if you do this over a couple of days, even some weeks, your heels will stay nice and smooth. So instead of you having to keep going back to get your toes redone or whatever the case may be because of its scaly skin or whatever issues you're having with your feet, you will no longer have them anymore. It'll stay nice and smooth as long as you continue to put you some Vaseline on the bottom of your feet and keep you some socks on as well. So yeah, that's another hack that I have. Oh, and also too, or if you've just had your pedicure or whatever, just you do the same thing, just put you some Vaseline on your feet and keep you some socks on, and your pedicure lasts a lot longer. Alright, so the next hack that I have is tea tree oil. I've already mentioned tea tree oil, I believe, in like one of my favorites. But this right here is like the real deal, so I have to mention it again. So this little tea tree oil right here is like $5 or $10 for this. I got it from CVS. And pretty much it helps with all of scarring. So if you have like any scars, any bumps or something like that you want to get rid of, you put this on it and it dries it up nice and quickly. It doesn't, well, it kind of depends on your skin as far as if it leaves like a black a mark or anything. But when I use it, it didn't really leave much of a mark, because usually whenever I get a bump, it kind of leaves some sort of a mark. So I've noticed that once using this, it kind of doesn't leave a mark for me. So this right here is like one of my beauty things that I like to do and nobody really knows about. So yeah, I use this. Okay, so another thing to clear up any kind of acne spots and stuff like that, if you don't have the money to go out and buy the expensive acne treatment things, you can also try toothpaste. Yeah, this right here is the toothpaste that I'm currently using right now. I love Sensodyne. But yeah, so toothpaste, you can use toothpaste. What you do is at night before you go to bed or after you get out the shower, after you're done cleaning your face, you have to have a clean face for this. You do go in wherever the bump is. You do go in and you put you some toothpaste on top of the bump. You don't really rub it in. You just kind of pat it on there nicely and make sure that it's covered the entire bump. And then after that, the next morning, you would wake up or whatever, and then you just gently wash it off. And it helps to decrease the size or completely get rid of the bump altogether. Okay, so I don't have it with me, but vinegar. Vinegar is another hack of mine that I like to use. Vinegar is good for a scalp treatment. Like, well, more like a scalp rinse. So pretty much what you would do is you would take you some vinegar. You would kind of dilute it a little bit. You would put just a little bit of water in it, the amount that you want to use for your hair. And then pretty much you would just kind of rinse it through, almost like you're rinsing water in it. But you would kind of make sure that it gets more to your scalp, kind of massage it in, make sure it gets all the way through your scalp and all over, well, it gets all over the scalp and it gets all through like your curls and stuff like that, and then you would rinse it out. So it's a great scalp treatment for your hair when you dilute it just a little bit. Also too, vinegar is really, really good for Windex. So if you don't want to buy any Windex and you have you some vinegar or whatever, you can go ahead and use that and clean your windows with. So like I said, what you would do is just like you would do with Windex. You can put some on like a paper towel or something like that, and then you can proceed to wipe it with like your mirror or your windows or whatever, and it'll clean just as nicely as Windex. So yeah, that's another hack. So another hack of mine is beer. Like I said, I don't have that with me either. I don't drink beer. So pretty much with this right here, what you would do is you would get, beer is really, really great for the hair. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but it's true. So pretty much the darker the beer, the better for the hair that it is. So pretty much what I do try and do at least once a month is I do try and do me a nice beer rinse. So what the beard rinse does, it kind of helps maintain your curls. So if you have like some type of heat damage or something like that, then I suggest that you try maybe a beard rinse that might help you. So like I said, the darker the beard, the better for your hair. So you just get you a really, really dark beard, and then pretty much what you would do is you would do like a rinse. So you would take the entire can of beer or bottle, whatever you want to use, whatever beer you want to use, you would pretty much put your head over in the sink. After it's nice and cleaned and washed now, you would proceed to rinse your hair with this can of beer. So you could use like you know, of course, use at least the whole can. If you need more, depending on how much hair you have, you know, you can use, you know, more beer as needed for the amount of hair that you have. So yeah, that is another hack of mine. Like I said, beer, it helps with your curls. It helps you to maintain your nice curls, and it also helps with heat damage. So like I said, the darker the beard, the better for your hair that it is. All right, so another hack of mine is eggs. So eggs are good for protein treatment. So if you, me personally right now, I'm using the Reckons protein treatment, but if you don't have the money to go out and spend $30 or $40 on a really good hair product, then you can just simply use eggs that are in your refrigerator. So what you would do with eggs is you would pretty much you would, depending on how much hair you have, depends on how many eggs you would use. So me personally, I use maybe around like 2 to 3 eggs, and pretty much I would beat the eggs. And then after I beat the eggs, of course, I would, like I said, my hair would be clean at this point too. After I'm done cleaning and stuff like that, then I would go in with my protein treatment. So what I would do is, after the eggs that I already beat, I would just pretty much let them put it all through my hair, and I would massage it all into my hair. So that means I would massage my scalp. I would make sure I get from the roots to the tips of my hair. I would let it sit for, you know, usually let it sit for like 10 to 15 minutes. Me personally, I always go overboard and I let it sit for however long I'm doing whatever I'm doing around the house. So usually sometimes it could be, you know, 30 minutes, it could be 45, whatever the case may be. So pretty much you just let it sit to your liking, but I would at least say let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes. So and I like to put me a cap over my head. I love to do the greenhouse method. It just kind of helps. I mean, it just kind of helps. It's better for your hair when you do the greenhouse method. So yeah, I put me a shower cap over my head after I put all the eggs in my hair, and like I said, I would let it sit for X amount of time, and then after that I would just pretty much rinse it out. So then after you know, of course, the protein treatment, so then pretty much I would make sure I rinse it out thoroughly. So you want to make sure you rinse the eggs out as good as possible, because if you let them sit, it can make your hair kind of smell. So pretty much what I kind of recommend that you do is you go in with like a nice conditioner or something like that. Like you can even put in your deep conditioner or something to kind of to kind of help get all of the eggs out of your hair. So before you do your deep conditioner, you do want to try and make sure you do your protein treatment. So yeah, that is another hack of mine, is you can use eggs as a protein treatment. This right here is more pertaining towards nails. So me personally right now, I am currently doing my nails myself just to kind of save on money while I'm over here in London. Sometimes I want a matte nail. Like matte nails are in now. They're really gorgeous. I love them. I'm going to be doing me some matte nails probably like in the next week or so. So pretty much how you would do matte nails if you don't have a matte polish, because I don't have a matte polish whatsoever. So pretty much what you would do is you would get you a little bit of cornstarch, and you would get you some clear fingernail polish. So what you would do with this right here is you would mix some clear fingernail polish and you would mix some cornstarch together. So pretty much what you would do is you would take a little bit of this right here and you would dip it into some cornstarch and you would kind of mix it all together. I would recommend pouring some of this into some type of container where you can keep dipping, and I would recommend putting the cornstarch in that. So once you put the cornstarch in that, you can kind of keep dipping in. And that pretty much would be like your top coat for your nail. So like I said, after you've done mixing them well, then you want to go in and you want to start applying the polish to your actual nail. So once you start applying the clear polish to your nail, it will automatically apply matte. So that is like a DIY type of matte thing that I've learned, and I just wanted to share that one with you all as well. So yeah, that is another hack of mine to get matte nails. Okay, so another thing that you can do is whenever you have some type of jewelry that's like silver or gold or whatever, and of course it's not real, what I recommend that you do just so that it lasts longer is you some clear fingernail polish once again, and you use this and you pretty much polish over your jewelry. So what this does is it allows the jewelry to not start to fade or start to chip away. So it just makes it last longer. So yeah, I've done this to several pieces of my jewelry that I have, which is why some of them last so long and you can't even tell I've had them for over a year or something like that. So yeah, I definitely recommend that you just apply some clear fingernail polish on top of your fake silver or gold jewelry, and that will help it last longer so that it does not fade or chip. That's another DIY for you. So yeah. All right, so another hack of mine that I have is so if you happen to have like a bump or something like that, I know me personally, I had my nose pierced and I formed a bump behind it for some reason. So what I found out after I had taken out the piercing was that I could put me some ibuprofen on it. So pretty much what you would do is you would take like a pill of ibuprofen, or maybe like half of it actually, and you would pretty much just like smash it and chop it up. So after it's crumbled down as fine as you can get it, you would mix it with just a little bit of water, almost so like it's a paste. And then after that, you would set it on top of the bump and you would just let it sit there for a while. Like you can just let it sit there all day, overnight. You just need to let it sit there for a while. So, or at least until the bump goes away. So pretty much that's another hack that you can use if you happen to develop some type of bump around like a piercing or something. You can use just some ibuprofen and some water, and you can mix the two together to make like a thick paste, and then you put it on top of the bump and you let it sit there for a while, or at least until the bump goes down or goes away. So yeah, that's another hack that I found out after I had already taken out my nose piercing. So yeah. Okay, so the last hack that I have for you is something really, really simple that you probably never thought of, but it makes a lot of sense. Is you can use a paper clip to hold your bra straps together. So what I mean by that is, whenever we have like certain type of tops, like with the X's in the back or whatever the case may be, pretty much, if you don't have like I have the little bra strap holders that you can use to kind of manipulate your bra straps and stuff depending on the type of top that you have. So what I also found out was you could use a paper clip to do this as well. So instead of me spending $10 or $12 on the little clips, I could have just gotten a free paper clip and done the same thing. So pretty much what you would do is you would pull your bra straps together and you would paper clip them together. So therefore it holds the bra straps together so that you can still wear the type of top or whatever that you desire. So pretty much you would just kind of have to manipulate the bra straps however you need them to go, and then you would just put the paper clips wherever you need them to keep the bra straps nice and tidy. So yeah, that's another hack that I found out that I also wanted to share with you guys. So yeah, I think that pretty much wraps up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, if you have any extra hacks or whatever that you want to share with myself or any others, definitely leave them down in the comments below. I would love to hear about them. So yeah, that pretty much wraps up this video, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.